morning, Mom. This is my application.
Hello, Ellen, and welcome to the interview. My name is Kathleen Sunugan, and I am the head teacher of this school. Can you start off and tell me about yourself?
My name is Ellen Lagria Sunugan, and thank you for so much for giving this opportunity to be interviewed um, for the teacher's position today. Before I applied for the role, I managed to read the job description carefully to ensure I have the necessary skills, qualities, and attributes to perform a high standard in the role. I would describe myself as a positive person who has an enthusiastic outlook on life. I love my job and I get a great sense of achievement from seeing my students develop and grow as individuals if I can have a positive impact on their future. I am feel doing my job well. I am an effective communicator both in writing and verbally, and I have a strong ability to plan and organize effectively, something which is crucial to our role. A competent teacher, I cope very well with pressure and I can adapt my style or teaching methods when needed to deliver consistent results. I have an understanding of a bigger picture and a picture that are placed on the school.
Why do you want to be part of the Deep Ed teaching faculty?
I want to be part of Deep Ed teaching faculty for three main reasons. First is professional development. Knowing the fact that Deep Ed system has a lot of training and seminar which will help me to own my professional skills and my knowledge for teaching. I do believe that Deep Ed could offer and could own and train me to become more efficient and effective teacher, and also it will increase my productivity in way that as soon as I encounter more teachers, I will learn from them. Second is for practical reason. For all we know that the DepEd school system has already improved when it comes to salary, the benefits and considering that I am the breadwinner of the family, I believe that I I believe that it will be a great help for me providing the needs of my family. And lastly is for the passion for teaching. Being an alumnus of a school public institution, I realized that in your responsibility to bring back the Filipino learners what you have acquired, and I think that would be a great honor for me to serve the Filipino learners and to inculcate to them the necessary values, skills, and competencies that they have to acquire. And so I think as a teacher, given a chance that I will be part of this faculty, that will help a great honor and responsibility for me.
What do you think for the salary range of the Deep Ed teachers?
So I did some research before applying for this teaching position, and I determined that the average salary range for this position was between 25,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos. Now, I believe that I worth the higher range of 30,000 pesos. However, I understand that you don't know me and I need to prove to you my worth. So on that basis, I would be comfortable with the salary of 30,000 pesos. At that amount, I believe you will be satisfied, and more importantly, you will see a positive return for that for being an effective future teacher.
So, if you were to be assigned in a remote area far away from the city with no internet access, still accept the job?
Yes, of course. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that public school teachers are experiencing too. Work in a remote areas where no internet access. And I think given the opportunity to work in that kind of environment, I will utilize whatever available resources in the environment. I think it's more on utilizing the environment and localizing different materials which are aligned and which are applicable on the needs and interests. And at the same time, this will also give me an opportunity for me to craft additional instructional materials based on the available sources aligned to their needs and interests.
How will you handle the misbehavior in the class?
First of all, I would do my best to prevent this from occurring, setting clear rules and of discipline with the students right from the start during the first lesson is the first step to take. But I will also try to make sure that I lead the lesson in an engaging and interesting way. If students find the classes interesting, they won't act disruptively. Having said that, I understand it can still happen. If it does, I will have a system of step ready. For one can be verbal warning, second one is punishment, third one sending them to the principal's office. Of course, if you hire me, I prefer to discuss these exact steps with the leaders to make sure that I do not create unnecessary extra work for my colleagues. In this case, there are lots of different ideas. Speaking holistically, I think is the best thing I can do to make a good start is to think about why it is students are misbehaving this way. In this kind of situation, the best thing that a teacher should do is to keep a cool head regardless of what happened.
Will you respond to parents who would question the grade you have to his her child?
Complaint about the grades are difficult to handle because it's hard to know how to respond in a way both of you and the parent can feel good about. But I will going to mention these four steps in this situation. First, I will speak to the parent. It's best to speak directly to the parents, if not in person, then over the phone. This way, you control the tone and spirit of your message, which is even more important than what you actually say. Second, listen. As they are speaking, show that you are listening and taking their concerns seriously. Sometimes it is all they want to be heard and to voice their frustration. Wait until they finish and waiting for you to speak before addressing their concerns. Third, give the why, affirm the grade the students receive and why they receive it. Keep it simple. Lastly, provide a way forward to ensure that parents walk away from your meeting feeling hopeful. Provide steps their child can take to improve their grades. Essentially, you're shifting responsibility back to the students where it belongs.
Oh, thank you so much, Ellen.
So thank you so much for your time also, ma'am. God bless.